Okay, so the biggest talky part is done. The bookmarks should be coming in faster, but there's still going to be a lot of talking. This is the way it is with everybody, except for Elizabeth's isn't that bad. Everybody else, yeah, especially the new characters. With the new character, I will... Considering how strained I felt just doing these first two bookmarks for Soji here, I don't think I'll be doing Labrys's. That is like all talk in one fight. Ugh. Anyway. Let's see what we have in store for us now.
Where am I?
There's a fight coming soon. Where did I get thrown to when I left that blue room? The scenery is so unexpected that I'm at a loss. This is a school. It's the music room of Yasugami High. I attended this school with my friends until recently. There's no mistaking it. We entered the TV together, so why am I here? No, that's not right.
This is... No, wait. This has to be the TV world.
Yeah, the creepy guys on the wall would, agree. The graffiti on the ground. Shoes placed like they're from some kind of ritual. The eerily shining eyes at the portraits on the wall. The more carefully I look, the more I realize that this place is not the real Yasugami High. Most of all, I sense no warmth from this place, like I always did from the students who would come and go from there. This is a fake. It's definitely not the school I attended. But what happened to turn the world inside the TV to this? On top of that, we entered the TV from our usual entrance, but I ended up in a completely different place.
This has never happened before.
I also realized that my friends aren't with me either. Did we somehow get separated? I started to feel chills down my spine and look around.
Hello! Sorry for the wait!
Oh, it's you!
Greetings, boys and girls of Yasugami! The P1 Grand Prix is about to begin!
Eh?
There's no need for manners or courtesy or anything today, so let it all hang out! Tell us how you really feel!
Well now!
What the?
Excuse me? Is that you, Rise? I shout out questions, but she doesn't answer. This is Rise Kujikawa, one of our friends on the investigation team that we couldn't contact. Does she not hear me, or is she choosing not to respond? As I ask myself this, I hear different voices echoing as well. I look around in surprise. These voices, it's not just from one or two people. I see countless students staring at me from the hallways and the entrance, everywhere I turn.
Huh?
May I have your attention, please? I, Rosette, will be your commentator. But first, the General has a few words for you all.
The General? What's going on? Why are there so many people inside the TV world? Before I can think of any answers, Rise makes another announcement. And as if on cue, the monitor in the music room turns on. What appeared on it was Teddy. He was wearing a strange hat and cape, just like he did on the Midnight Channel last night. First Rise and now Teddy. What are they doing? Hello?
You're all here now. Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix!
No, be quiet, M. Teddy. That's the same as well. That's the same bizarre tournament that was shown on the Midnight Channel. Then, is Teddy really the one behind this insanity?
Teddy, what's going on here? We came to look for you and Rise and...
Always with the talking, Sensei. It's a big waste of time. Less talk and more fighting. With the next challenger, come on down.
What? Challenger? Why, hello? Teddy looks away and makes a dismissive gesture. Smoke suddenly bursts out from underneath me and robs me of my visibility. Is there someone behind that white curtain? Eventually, my field of vision begins to clear. I keep my guard up, expecting anything. Why? Well, who should appear but Yosuke? Why is he playing Persona 3 music for this? Though I hadn't expected to run into him like this, I'm relieved to see that he's safe. Teddy did say something about a challenger just a moment ago. Yeah, I wonder who it is. I recall that the P1 Grand Prix that appeared on the Midnight Channel looked a lot like some kind of fighting tournament. Wait, am I supposed to fight Yosuke now? That's not funny at all. Oh yeah, it is. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Great. They're expecting you and me to fight.
Looks like. Sheesh, what's Teddy thinking?
Oh, he's being kind of a dick, but whatever. Huh?
Starting that up already? I won't let you get all buddy-buddy with each other. These battles are fought to the death. Only the victor can proceed.
What?
This joke's gone on far enough, Teddy. We're not gonna play along with that.
I look over at Yosuke, hoping that he would agree with me. But Yosuke did not appear interested in what I had to say.
Oh, really? I guess he should declare me the winner then.
What?
Yosuke?
What? You don't plan on fighting, right? That means I win by default.
That's the only way that Yosuke ever wins, is by default. That was not what I expected to hear. Let's get into you, Yosuke. Do you have some reason to be talking like this? I can't figure out what's going on. Yosuke continued to speak in a carefree manner. It said something that I simply couldn't believe.
Oh, but is that okay with you? I mean, since Nanako-chan's here and all?
What?
Nanako's here?
Wait, really? You haven't seen her? She's with Teddy.
I'll kill that bear! That can't be. I saw Nanako back at the house when I left this morning. And even then, Nanako can't enter the TV world on her own. But she's in this world? I can't believe it for a moment. But what if it is true? Just coming into this world can tire a person out very quickly. On top of that, if someone who can't use a persona comes here, it can sometimes even be fatal.
Where is she? Yosuke, where's Nanako?
Whoa, what's gotten into you, partner? No need to get hysterical.
Hello. That's Nanako. We're gonna go get her. Let's go.
Why are you so calm about this? You know what happened to her last time she came here.
Yeah, she kind of died, like, temporarily. Nanako did come into this world once last year. It was not something any one of us would have wanted to happen. That was the start of a whole chain of events. Remembering them is heart-wrenching, even now. And yet, no, even then it might be wrong for me to lash out at Yosuke for the way he's acting. Calm down. I need to think straight here. All Yosuke said was that he saw her with Teddy. Then, was Nanako brought here by Teddy, if he's the leader of this tournament?
Yosuke, be straight with me. Are you sure Nanako is with Teddy?
How should I know? If I had to guess, I'd say she's probably still with him. Man, are you alright? Are you that worried about Nanako-chan?
Oh my god, Yosuke, I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
It's no wonder people look at you funny, thinking you have a sister complex.
Excuse me, sir. Hey! The sense of wrongness that I've been feeling this whole time is getting even stronger. True, Yosuke may say some insensitive things, but mostly that's because he reads too much into a situation and becomes outspoken. He's not the type of guy to enjoy making hurtful remarks like this.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Huh? What are you talking about? I should be the one saying that to you. She's not even your real sister. All that big bro stuff really creeps me out.
Listen here, fuckface.
It was a while ago that I saw her. It's probably too late to save her now.
Oh, you're dead.
You know how things went last year, after all.
Yosuke.
You're gonna die. He's definitely not the Yosuke I know. Yosuke is my friend. He wouldn't be so callous as that. At least, I thought so, up until now. He was one who had to face the pain of losing someone he cared about when the murders first started last year. I can't hate him for accidentally mentioning someone who was dead, but the way he's acting, he's doing this on purpose. I silently draw my sword and face Yosuke.
Draw your weapon. You'll get
Bitch!
your fight.
What? Dude, what are you saying? You told me you let me win by default.
Shut up, fuckface, you're going down. I'm gonna feel so good after this. To be honest, I was thinking that this Yosuke before me was some kind of fake. I even wondered if something had happened to him, and Yosuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this wrongness I keep sensing is nothing like that. This probably is the real Yosuke. And the strangeness I feel is because these words really are coming from out of the mouth of someone I never thought would say them. If
I don't
so,
know if
then
you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
I'm gonna beat your stupid ass. There's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. But if I want to figure out what's going on, I'll just have to fall for this trap once.
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out. No hard feelings.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all?
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
Sometimes you just need a good fight. Okay. That was much quicker that time. But still, 10 minutes of jabbering. Ugh. I could have played like all the Dead or Alive storyline by now. Oh boy, you get to see a fight finally.
Here comes the yosuke, son of Judas!
Out, sir.
Easy now.
Just getting stuck.
A tremendous roll already!
Feels so good. Ow!
Nice try.
Set up.
Just getting started. Damn.
Now, close to the kill? The opponent's still standing!
Yeah, you fuck. No match for me.
Alright, they lost!
Yeah, it's only one round in story mode, but yeah. I like the fights. They take a whole scene. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and zoom on ahead!
Why, thank you.
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this? Teddy, about Nanako.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me!
Teddy, you're gonna regret this. Bear.
And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
I will kill you. And string up your lens eyes and make them into a necklace. You bitch. The monitor shuts off. I still haven't heard anything or learned anything about Nanako. But he did seem to have been expecting me to ask about her. I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman, just taking the shape of students. I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seems their true forms were coming through. They look like silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Yosuke, are you alright?
Are you dead? I walk towards where Yosuke lies collapsed on the ground and give him my hand to help him up.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little?
No,
Seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
I wanted to.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Oh, now you're selling yourself short. Come on. Yosuke grimaces in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I'd actually hurt him. But once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What?
What's this about nurses?
I didn't mention that, except for yesterday.
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face?
Because you're Yosuke, but I didn't even do that this time. I would know if I bashed you.
Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down, and we go over what he thought had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match up at all. According to Yosuke, it seems that I'd been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yosuke was so heated up, however, when I supposedly said that he almost went into graphic detail, but I stopped him before things went too far. I mean, really, it's best for both of us if we pretended this never happened. But thanks to our conversation after the battle, I've come to realize something. If we've been hearing each other say things neither of us have been meaning to say, then...
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Whoops, I skipped past that, but yeah, she is. Yosuke is at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about. it's just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I had heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't have possibly said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I had heard wasn't what Yosuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else has made Yosuke say these words even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me, Teddy is on the screen saying that I needed to get to him if I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Right. Nanako is good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if Teddy wanted to kidnap Nanako, it's certainly possible he could have. I want to go home at once to check to make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There's no way out of here unless I find Teddy on my own.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Be careful. I'm worried about you. Do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes, I know that now I'm hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yosuke's cheering me on to heart and leave the music room. Teddy had said that only the winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort it all out and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out. I could just be jumping to conclusions there. After all, Teddy did say that was the rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. I stopped walking and turned back to Yosuke.
Oh, one last thing. About those nurses.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yeah. Yosuke turns bright red and rushes toward me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from finishing. And... bonk. Yep, theory proven. There's a painful sounding noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
Science! It looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every time that one of these battles happens here, the winners will get sorted out this way. That's annoying.
I see how it works now. Thanks.
If Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako, there's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Hey, don't wear yourself out, alright?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. Not to worry, Yosuke. I give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. At that moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well. Well, hello. I'm back, I guess.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hello. I had been leaving the music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room truly is mysterious. But why would she summon me like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired.
For real, this is a lot of talking.
The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of. Could it be about my ability to see personas?
Yes,
Or use...
that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
I better.
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
All the time. That may be true.
You may be more conscious of that fact than most, because you hold the power of the wild card.
Yes. Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me. And then
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
When I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. I turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret has told me.
The changes, huh?
Even though the people of the Velvet Room avoid saying much, what little they do have to say always means or has meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her, but she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. Yay! Oh, do another scene, I guess. Yeah. Good enough. In any case, I need to concentrate on this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like the Yasogami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. But I'd heard Risei's voice over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke. If this school was anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Risei are.
It might be the announcement room.
Probably. But, of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in the way wherever I go. It seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they won or lost the fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for me.
I feel like I'm being led somewhere.
I stop for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and mutter to myself while I take a look around. Who is... No. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment...
Hey, you there! You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
Oi! A voice I don't recognize at all breaks me from my reverie. I instinctively jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
Oh. Never mind. I turn to see a girl that I've never seen before. Was she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I was suddenly pointing my weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. It may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crosses my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I sheath my sword, but remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh?
I already hurt one. You might want to check the music room. It's a little messy in there.
You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval. All right, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Okay, because I've already hurt the one person I want to hurt. Mission accomplished.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing a Yasogami High uniform. She says something about the student council, but I don't recognize her. You don't encounter people here in this world that often. If a person is here, then they're either a Persona user or,
Why are you here, by the way? Wait. Did you fall inside a TV?
That's right. I might have put it a little differently, but if she can't enter a TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in. That was what was happening in the murders from last year.
All inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
Derp. She's not aware of it. But if she was a Persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Then, does that mean she is a victim after all? I carefully choose my words to avoid provoking the girl and introducing myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasogami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Equipment?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
Well, thank you. Nice to meet you too. The student council president. If I'm remembering correctly, the student council elections should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge who won any of these elections since I left Inaba before they took place. That reminds me, I didn't have any friends on the student council last year either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason not to blame her.
Now it's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you wanna be. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
Oh, excuse me. I feel that if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it will only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what's going on here will only confuse her. I leave out the fact that this place is inside television and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy, and a friend of mine is likely the one who set this tournament up. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well, but they were acting strangely. Third, that my cousin, Nanako, still in elementary school, may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself the student council president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did.
Correctamundo.
Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
Oh, excuse me. It seems that she somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say. I thank her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks why I'm thanking her. There's still one more difficult task left at hand. How do I make her understand that all this is within another world, one accessed by going through a TV screen? She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. I have to get her out of this world, no matter what. Whoa! Where'd that sound come from?
Hey, that sounded like it came from the gym. I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
Okay. Finally, somebody helpful. We both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see this Miss President keeping pace right beside me. Just standing still in the world would be strenuous for a normal person, but she doesn't even seem out of breath. She's quite impressive. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me. Oh, what a mess. Who's going to clean this up? We burst into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one here. Instead, we see huge piles of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
Lots of people, actually. Oh, God damn it. The girl stares up at the chairs, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life. And, as I expected, Teddy appears, again in that costume.
Oh,
Sup, bitches?
Are you on a hot date, Sensei?
Yeah, what about it?
That's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting?
No.
Whoa, you look so mortified. That's the face I was hoping to see.
You were such a fucking shit, Teddy. He's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her to this world either. Still, I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. And Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council. Pack it in and clean all this up already.
Yeah, bitch. She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a clear look at her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect her school. Her strong awareness of her duty is surpassing her fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
What's that tiny thing? I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei. A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner.
Ouch, Teddy.
Sit, puppy, sit.
Oh, let's kick his ass. He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation from being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward to put myself between the monitor and Miss President. Leave this to me.
I'll take it from here. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, he's just a big stupid idiot. I'll take care of this. Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she can do for herself. I said that wrong, whatever. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turned to face the Teddy on the
That
monitor.
was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
Yeah, dickbag.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Excuse me, sir.
Liar. You know something about her?
The way he said it makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But, as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details in his answer.
Come on, Sensei. Your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you. With the next challenger, come on down!
After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor. But this time, it is Yukiko that appears. No!
Thank goodness you're safe.
Oh, hey there, how's it going?
What's the matter?
Oh,
It's
everything,
nothing.
darling.
Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
What? No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's good. Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normal. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had. I didn't think it'd be that tense, though. Or I'd been that tense, though. Now that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly when we need her. If she's not being confused, then I can immediately ask her for her help. I try to explain what I need from her.
Nanako might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
Yes, please, ma'am. I motion towards Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her, though. But what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
Because it's like your thing. You always help. I'm not going to help her because I don't know her? Is that really what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious about meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? It's got to be the same as with Yosuke. The same uncanny sense of wrongness is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1 Grand Prix.
This is probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish.
Excuse me?
You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. The real Yukiko would never say something like that disrespects the value of a life that way. She's the healer after all. Yeah. Don't be deluded. Whatever happened to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart.
Yukiko.
What the? Yukon?
You mean Soji-kun? When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tries to stop me. But I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, then the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals.
Hey, F you, bitch.
You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
You're next. I ignore the taunts being delivered in Rise's voice. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other, if we have to fight without understanding what's going on, We'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe. Both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who is standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happens next will probably surprise you greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. I glance at her over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this. I must end this as quickly as possible.
Persona!
I concentrate all my senses to summon my strength of heart. My persona is Izanagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will surely defeat me. And she did the first time I played this, actually. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling her.
Come, Konohana Sakuya.
Well, you guys have a pretty voice. Why are you gonna fight me? No. Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air as her persona, Konohana Sakuya, rises behind her. That's right. The usual Yukiko should have a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you. Can't help but get the feeling he has a thing for Yukiko despite the whole, didn't really choose anybody thing. But maybe that's me just being biased. Whatever. Anywho, that's enough for now. I need to take a break. So anyway, when we come back, the fight against Yukiko. Later.